Well, it's Fall Quilt Market 2011, and we're here with Patty Young with her new collection, Lush. And Patty, can you tell me a little bit about your inspiration for Lush?
Yes, Lush was inspired by the Missouri Botanical Gardens. It's a place that's about 3 hours from our house. It's in St. Louis, and it's just the most beautiful, beautiful place. We go there probably twice or three times a year. We take the kids, we make a whole day out of it, and it's huge. It's got flowers from all over the world, exotic ones and local ones. And I went there one day and I thought, gosh, this is the place that I need to do my next collection from. So if you see around, it's just flowers galore, and the colors are just really bright, and it totally personifies that place, the botanical gardens, for me. There's the stargazer lilies, and we've got the zinnias, and it's got this whole area that has the Japanese gardens. So that's where the lotus idea came from, because we saw all the lotus flowers just popping out on the lilies and the water lilies, and it was just so beautiful. So we spent like many hours there, and I just took really good pictures of all the flowers I loved, and I came back and I had like 375 pictures to download. But it was great because I was able to get those high-res photos, and I actually drew most of the more realistic flowers, like the lilies and the zinnias. I drew those straight from the pictures. I would actually bring them up in Photoshop and like start sketching from the photos I took, and it was such an organic process for me, because it wasn't just me going into Illustrator and doing geometric art like I normally do. I just wanted to do something different.
Well, I can tell you're really excited about the lotus, because not only is it your main focal point, but you also have this pillow pattern. And I'd love for you to tell people a little bit about this pillow pattern, because it is a great use of scraps.
Yes, it is. This just kind of came about a month ago when we didn't have the fabric yardage in the studio yet, and we really wanted to sew something up like quickly, because I just get like that, where I'm like, I want to see something 3D and ready to go. So we were looking at all these little scraps, and none of them were really any bigger than like a charm pack size, and we thought, okay, well, why don't we make a scrappy pillow? And then I thought, well, I've got this lotus shape that is so mod and so cool, and so I enlarged it. It's the same actual shape that's in the fabric. So I took that same artwork and I just blew it up like 500% to get this template, and then we just patched up the fabric and then cut the pieces from it. My solids are featured prominently on the pillow, and then the piping was done with patchwork too, because again, we didn't have big pieces to work with, so we couldn't just make a whole bunch of bias piping out of it. So we just patched up made a little patchwork of the strike-offs we had, and then made the piping out of it.
I like that because it brings out the colors from the pillow.
It really
too.
does. I just love it. And so the pillow pattern, which is like our new winter feature pattern, has the full-size applique included in it, so you don't have to go to Kinko's and get it blown up or anything. It's full-size, and it's got all the instructions. It's made just like my regular pattern, so if you guys are familiar with my patterns, it's got very detailed instructions, all the diagrams, photographs, step by step, and but it's a mini pattern, so it retails a lot lower. So people are liking that. It's an easy project. It's cheaper to buy the pattern, and it doesn't use a lot of fabric because it's just scraps.
Now, one of the things I also like about this is that it's an easy way to take it out, wash it.
Yeah.
So, you don't have to worry about if you have kids or anything. It's really
and we do this a lot.
care.
I do all of my pillows this way at home, and it's so easy because you don't have to install a zipper or buttons or snaps or anything. It's just an envelope pattern, and I show how to do that in the pattern too. And then you slip it out, wash it, then throw it back on the pillow, and you're done.
Well, there we go. Great project for this wonderful new collection from Patty. Thanks, Patty.
Thank you for having me.